And Kunwina, this flood has also informed Thai people of which areas are higher than which, as well as the name of the canals. And the other government policy that was affected was the first house scheme. And now let's talk to Kun Sopon Pornchokchai, President of the Agency for Real Estate Affairs. Good afternoon, Kun Sopon.
Good afternoon.
ค่ะสวัสดีค่ะ
Kun Sopon, how has this flood caused the purchasing of single houses drop this year, both directly and indirectly?
I think it will be very negatively affect the market. Not only the detached house, also townhouses and also condominiums in the fringe, particularly the area that flooded very heavily in the outskirts of Bangkok. According to our survey by the Agency for Real Estate Affairs, we found that the loss of the developers may be around 70 billion baht, and the loss of the general public home buyers may be around, say, 100 billion baht during this flood. So this will be very bad to all.
Kun Sopon, how should the home developers, especially in the heavily flooded area, adapt to the post-flood market?
In the case of developers, I think maybe they need some promotion to try to attract the buyers, but it may not be effective because after the flood, people will still scared about the situation. I remember that during the flood in 1983, the fear may last another 5-6 years in the area flooded during that time. So it may not help much for the developers. Maybe they may have to change the location of their housing projects or change the type to condominiums or something else, particularly in the flooded areas. And the first 6 months may be quite quiet in the market.
Dr. Sopon, are you going to go as far as to say that no matter what policies the government stimulates the consumers with, this industry will not be revived anytime soon?
No. In the case of the policy, I think we need to have a permanent solution to the flood, like some dike or dam to help protect the area from inundation. And also, it will be a good idea to build elevated toll roads to different areas to assure that if there is any flooding, people can go on to the expressway or tollway to the safe place or to get back to their home easily to protect their properties. And this will help a lot to the people in the fringe. It may be even better than mass transit, because mass transit is very costly in the fringe. But if we have elevated toll roads, it may be better because we still have buses to go on to the tollways.
And also, finally, the government has also announced a policy to help those affected by the floods at 5,000 baht per household. How helpful do you think this amount of money will be?
Maybe it may be psychologically help, but it may not help much because 5,000, it cannot even enough to buy the paint for painting the house or something. But at least that should be some ecological, some psychological help. But actually, if we want to actually help the people, we need to build new infrastructure or a new canal or something to make sure that there won't be any flood in the future. And the more we develop the mass transit or the infrastructure, the value of the property will go even better in the future.
Dr. Sopon, one last question. There's been speculation that areas that will not be, or areas that have not been inundated yet, will see the prices of those areas rise. How true is this claim?
It can be, but we still don't know. It may be flooded overwhelmingly in every places, but I don't know. But if any area like in the area of Sukhumvit or Yanawa or Silom, if it is not flooded, it might be because of the very well protected action of the government. It is so in that case it may be okay, but that is just in a small portion of the area only.
I see. Well, Dr. Sopon, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you very much for calling. Yeah, bye-bye.